I've been recording at the studio probably since 96, even before that, probably about the last 20, 25 years. I love it every day. I never get tired of recording. I never get tired of music. I played in the Broadway Blues Band I still play in the Broadway Blues Band let me see, it's been 33 years now. I came here 33 years ago, and I love it. And me and John Broadway Tucker and about 30 or 40 other musicians have been playing, all blues festivals and everything. And in the late 90s, I got tired of staying out till 2 a.m., so I decided to open up a recording studio and let other people stay out till 1:00 in the morning, because I don't want to anymore. I did my time. But anyway, I'm going to show you my studio here. It's all analog. Everything here is analog. It's an analog board. It's all old analog compressors. And I also use tape, 1-inch tape. It actually is. I'm going to have you view over here and look at this tape recorder, which is a very old one, but that's what people seek me out for, this particular machine right here, because, well, to tell the truth, if it was good enough for Elvis, Frank Sinatra, and the Beatles, it's good enough for me. I can't see what they were doing wrong, so, and up until the mid-90s, this is all they used, was this. I'm going to take you for a little tour around here. This is Robert Johnson, although I changed his name to Bert Johnson because the R and the O fell off the poster. This is the tracking room for Reel to Reel. This is where all the band's set up, and I'm on the other side of the window, and I do whatever they need me to do as a musical director, because I've spent so many years writing songs and like that I really understand the makeup of building songs. So a lot of times clients come in and I help them build their songs. And this is when I have way bigger bands that needs more room, like if I have a choir or a 4 or 5 piece horn section, there's more room inside of here. It's the combination kitchen area and band area. I used to do For the Love of Ray rehearsals inside here. We used to have 15 people set up inside here. It was great. And because equipment's always coming in and out, I just decided after the Monterey Blues Festival closed their doors, they were selling all their posters for like $5 a piece, so I just outfitted my entire studio with this, because you can't have too much furniture, because it gets in the way of moving equipment in and out, and that's one thing you got to be able to just flow stuff in and out, and it works out good. I still love it every single day. If it's doesn't matter what time of day it is, I'm just always recording. I love it every day, and it's fun writing. I've learned from a lot of the people around here, and I'm hoping to get even more clients in at Reel to Reel. It's fun. I just love doing it. I just love doing it. I think my rates are more than fair, and I hope to keep doing it for a long time. I have a part-time job during the day, but I still work every single night when I can doing this. As a matter of fact, this year I'm really looking forward to the West End celebration, which is, matter of fact, I have my original West End celebration. I think this was from the first one back in, 2000 maybe, something like that. Not much newer. But anyway, they were nice enough, the city of San City was kind enough to give me a stage named after my studio, Reel to Reel, and it's going to be right downstairs, right on Redwood Avenue at Holly. And it's a lot of fun, because a lot of the bands that play there are either friends, and I work hand in hand with Steve Agnini. We go back since I got here with the Broadway band, so me and Steve are always in cahoots on one show or another. And this year's going to be interesting, because the Sunday at the West End celebration, I believe it's the 3rd week in August, and they're going to have 3 bands, one from England, 2 of them are local, one from Pacific Grove, and another one from Monterey called Moses Knows. That's Moses Knows. And they're all between the ages of 16, 18. I think one band's got an old guy at 19 in it, so they may have to get rid of him next year. No. But anyway, they're going to be playing. They play good rock music, and they're just really, it's fun having young bands, letting them be on the stage. You know, and there'll be a big old stage. In the West End, of course, like all the last 10 years, more, maybe 12 years, it's just been fun. In the very beginning, there wasn't a stage. They had the main stage over there, and I saw that they were having a stage, so, well, why can't I? So I just took a bunch of carpets and put it out in the street and put some bands out there, and I did it for a couple of years until the Sand City went, okay, we'll give you a stage, and we'll pay for the sound, and we'll get it together for you, because you're not going to give up. All right, that's fine. Me, when I get up, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I want to record. I do. During my day job, one of my clients, her husband passed about a year ago, and he had a couple of extra guitars that were just sitting around, and this was one of them. Well, what happened, she wanted me to sell it for her, and then she would give me a price. And what happens, when I took the guitar out of the case, I noticed in the bottom of the case there was some words scribbled on a piece of paper. She didn't know that her husband was a songwriter. So he wrote, there was 3 verses, which that was enough for me. So what I did is I took the piece of paper, found out that it was his writing, because she said he writes perfectly neat, and it was written on unlined paper, cursive, perfectly across. So what happened is I picked up the guitar, looked at the words, and I wrote a song for his lyrics. He wasn't a master songwriter, so I had to tweak things maybe about 20, 30%. But it came out really good, and what I'm doing is I'm presenting her the song, because it was for her husband, and I think she'll like it. And this is a nice guitar. It's a 1973 Hummingbird, and I really like it. I'm hoping that one day it's going to be mine. So that'll be cool. Anyway, that's enough of that. To me, it doesn't matter if it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Recording, to me, it's just, that's all I do. It doesn't matter. Every night when I work, if I work an 8-hour job during the day, it doesn't matter. When I come home, this is how I wind down, by recording, by playing guitar and having people come in and record them. I see music and recording songs and building songs as some people build a house. They understand the foundation. They understand, you know, how it looks and how it works. For me, with a hammer in my hand, I would just break my thumb. So I see the same thing, though, on building songs. I can build just from the bottom up, and I see how it is, where the weak points are, and like that. I played bass guitar for the Broadway band and I've been playing bass for the last 1,000 years, so I really understand it from down there. And I'm never going to get tired of it. I just love it. I just love recording. And of course, tape makes it a lot of fun. And I'm affordable, and it's just wouldn't matter. It's just something I'm going to do regardless. You know, like a friend told me one time, sometimes you get into your art almost too much to a point. It's almost bad because you just become so into it. But yeah, it's all I know really how to do well, and I'm going to keep doing it. So what you need to do in August is come on down and check out the West End Celebration. You really want to go there. You're gonna like it, and you're gonna tell your friends, and you'll come back the next year. I'm telling you, you will. And while you're down at the West End Celebration, you just might happen to see it. 679 Redwood Avenue. You might happen to see Reel to Reel Recording Studio, and come on upstairs and and check out the world of analog music. Again, if it was good enough for the Beatles, Frank Sinatra, and the likes, it's good enough for me.